You see, I'm being the opposite of transparent to remind you of our current government. Have you noticed that everything they do these days that turns out bad, illegal, or just infuriating always begins with a cover-up?
Why is it that large numbers of single adult men are being released into the United States just hours after being apprehended at the southern border?
Check out this new leaked video that shows what we already knew. That in darkness, the feds secretly flew illegal immigrants from the border to communities also kept in the dark about these trips.
The United States government right now is contracting private aircraft to fly migrants who are coming in illegally from the southern border all over the country. They're fanning them out all over the country. This is suburban New York City, Westchester County, plane loads of migrants being flown up here. Now, when the cops showed up, because they're doing this in the middle of the night, the cops started asking questions. Who are you? What are you doing? It's pretty wild what happened next. You know, the guys who are doing this, they know that it's wrong, but they have their orders. The government is betraying the American people. One of the contractors said that to a police officer, and they don't want media attention. And they don't have to worry because the media aren't asking questions about this. That ridiculous 2-hour press conference where Joe Biden lost it. Not one question.
Talk about democracy dying in darkness. Over the summer, we warned you about the Biden administration releasing thousands of migrants throughout the country in the dead of night. Now, newly uncovered video shows federal contractors discussing the secret flights, warning that the whole operation needs to be kept under wraps, and then explicitly saying they don't want to alert the media. That's us.
You don't want to be somewhere where the spotlight is there. You want to try to keep it as down low as possible. A lot of this is just
no, I get it. I just, like I said,
stuff that we don't tell people because what we don't want to do is attract attention. We don't want the media.
Yeah.
Like we don't even know where we're going when they tell us.
And those same contractors not mincing words about who's to blame for the secret flights.
I get the whole secrecy and all this, but this is even above my thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
These charter flights have been coming and going from JAX for months, usually at night. So we pulled the documents of chartered planes possibly carrying migrants landing here and found dozens over the past 6 months. These pictures from local photographer David Rosenblum show a chartered flight offloading migrants into vans and buses at Jacksonville International Airport.
It's reckless and it's wrong.
Republican Governor Ron DeSantis claims the Biden administration is moving migrants across the country under a veil of secrecy.
So these are middle of the night flights, no notification to the state or anybody, and this is not the way you keep people safe. It's reckless and it's wrong.
DeSantis says he's working with the legislature to stop these flights.
In the body cam video, you know, there's this local police officer, and he's just going, you know, a plane flies in the middle of the night after the airport's closed. I don't have any idea who's on the plane or who you people are. And essentially he said, at one point the guy said, why the secrecy? You know why. This is the contractor. You know why. Look who's in office. That's why. Come on. So I guess elections have consequences. This is how Joe Biden handles migrants.
Yeah, this is a complete aggravated dereliction of duty, which is why last night on Twitter I called for Joe Biden to be impeached and removed. His primary obligation as the commander-in-chief and the president of the United States is to enforce our laws, to live up to his oath, to enforce our border security, and also to tell the truth to the American people.
We obtained flight records from the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, which the governor asked to investigate these flights. A spokeswoman saying FDLE developed a reliable and confidential source who provided information about numerous flights coming into Jacksonville. She went on to say they were transporting what was believed to be potential illegal immigrants. These records show 77 chartered flights that landed in Jacksonville from all over, but most frequently Texas, including places like Houston and El Paso. The date range is from April 22nd to October the 6th. One flight had as many as 180 passengers on board, although the number of people on most flights is listed as unknown. Not all of the records make sense, however. One Army flight came from Ireland, for example. Another is a National Guard flight from Norfolk. We've asked the state to clarify.
Not only if we point it out, they'll dismiss it, they'll call us racist for pointing it out.
Right, yeah.
So he's now taking unvaxxed, unvetted people, he's flying them to New York, where now they can vote in local elections. They can go to college on my dime, right? They can work cash, drive down wages, and then they can hold up a liquor store with a gun, and then they'll only be charged with a misdemeanor, and then they can't be deported because it's a sanctuary situation. That's where we are right now. Yep. And the media will not report that. Right. If you had said this is happening 10 years ago, no one would have ever believed it, but that's where we are. We have a Hyde Amendment, which says taxpayer money can't go to fund abortions. Why don't we have an amendment so taxpayer money can't fund human smuggling? Because this is a Democrat human smuggling operation. I don't see any other way to look at it. Is there an alliance between Joe Biden and the cartels? Well, they asked the same question about Trump and Russia, and there was no evidence.
At least this one's going to go too far. The last time, one of the buses was going to Michigan and to Illinois.
Yeah, where's this one going?
Stopping in Pittsburgh. This one, I don't know exactly. This one's going up.
Where's the bus driver? Just got out? What's going on, brother? Where's this one going?
Yeah, going down the Oh, that's
What's going on, my friend? How are you?
Good, how are you?
Not too shabby. Where's this going tonight?
Actually, it's up to them. I don't know.
Nice. I wanted to give you that so that you know. We're going to the first stop, Delaware, then Virginia.
Delaware and Virginia with this set? How many on this bus?
There should be 30.
30 total? You're on a secure facility here, and we don't really know anything, and we're in charge of security.
Back to those migrants, they put them on buses. They're being driven to cities all over the place, including Long Island, New York. Now, on Long Island, there's a place called Mercy First. It's a facility that houses migrants, and they've been running away for a long time. All kinds of reports of shoddy treatment and runaway kids. This is a problem. And right near Mercy First is a place called Brentwood, Long Island, which happens to be the headquarters of MS-13 in North America. This has been documented. This has been reported on. The problem was so bad that actually Donald Trump went to Brentwood while he was president to talk about this very issue.
So that's hence where we're having a problem here. So
yeah, we're hanging out here on the tarmac, just like that.
I don't know anybody.
I used to pick up basketball teams that had more security.
100%. Yeah. And very easily, few people could just go that way.
My thing is, I like to comply. You know what I'm saying? I comply.
Easy.
Yeah. Technically, we're not supposed to show IDs or anything like that. Like I said, everything's supposed to be hush-hush. But you know what? If I show you my ID and I'm up front with you, the next time you see me, hey, I know who he is.
Yeah, it's easy.
See what I'm saying?
And if you don't, I could just not let you out.
Not only that, but you can also turn around and say, hey, you know what? I'm not in them either.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't play that game. You know, I like to
easy peasy.
I like to go smooth.
You got a job to do. I got a job to do. We all got jobs to do.